Thank you to our sponsor, ZocDoc. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient-reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun. Go to ZocDoc.com/trash and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/trash. ZocDoc.com/trash.
Are you ready for a good time without the guesswork? Order your THC products from Mood today. For 20% off your first order and free gummies, go to HelloMood.com and use promo code TRASHTuesday. That's HelloMood.com, promo code TRASHTuesday for 20% off your order and free gummies.
All right. Hey, Sluggies. I am on the road. I'm going to be in Baltimore at Magooby's June 2nd and 3rd. I'll be in Salt Lake City, Wise Guys Comedy Club, June 9th and 10th. I'll be in San Antonio, Texas at the LOL Comedy Club, June 23rd and 24th. I'll also be in Philadelphia. Those ads are going up. I'm going to be in the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival in Calgary with Andrew Schultz in August. And my tickets to Austin have gone on sale for October. We got a lot more dates coming up, so go to AnnieLetterman.com/shows. And you can see me on my solo podcast, Annie Wood, every Thursday. Come hang out with me and Todd. I'll see you there.
Hi, Slugs. I am so excited that I'm back on the road. I've been working on my stand-up. I cannot wait to share these freakishly weird ideas with you. I will be in Atlanta on June 3rd. I'll be in Raleigh one night only, June 4th. New York City at the iconic Joe's Pub for intimate, really fun, like, theatery shows July 19th through 22nd, DC Improv, and then Wilbur in Boston, which is a huge deal for me. I'm so excited to see you guys. We're going to have so much fun hanging out, and you can get tickets at EstherOnIce.com.
Soothing, yeah.
I have a question because I know you guys aren't as messy as me. I think it goes on.
You don't know. You don't know.
I mean, I think you are like, have Asian mother in you though, and can.
That is true. That it can only be messy for so long.
But do you have mommy thing? Because I don't know if, I feel like either you or Dave has it. Todd has it with me, but like, do you, it's like the mom thing where you can go like, where's my pink sock? And they're like, oh, it's under the, like there's always like one person that, is it Dave?
No, I don't have, if I ask him where something, like I would never ask him where something is because I would get humiliated on the spot.
What would he say?
Like if ever.
In front of like a whole writer's room.
Like if ever I'm like, oh my God, I can't find blank. He's like, if he hears me say that from another room, I will hear him go, oh, that's so weird. No, you can't find something? Like there's shame in that. But with my mom.
But does he always find things? Does he always know where things are?
His things, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, what's your, so Todd knows where your stuff is?
Todd has the mom thing where he knows like under, like he'll be under 5 layers, he'll know where something is.
So.
Do you have that?
Well, I was that to Bobby, and he would, here's the thing. So in therapy, my therapist was like, you cannot do that for him anymore. It's causing a lot of resentment. But then he would do this, and then she said, Bobby, you cannot also start freaking out and demanding that she find something for you.
Yeah.
But then from across the room, I hear like, my day is ruined. and then I have to, and then my therapist is like, when you hear that, do not just walk away. It is not your problem.
Don't take the trick.
But then he follows me. He knows I'm within earshot and he has a fit. And I always break. I'm like, fuck, what is it? What did you lose this time? I can't find my keys or I can't find my wallet. And then I go on like a treasure hunt.
I can imagine him doing this when you don't even live together now.
Oh no, he still does it. He absolutely still does it.
But okay, now that you don't have him to do it for in your presence.
Yeah.
Do you feel like maybe you're letting loose now? You're letting your inner Bobby come out and you're
a little bit, and I think Jules is paying the price, because it's always Jules.
Get to work, Jules. Come on. Did you want to come to this country?
Oh my God,
Jules.
That's the exact speech I give her. Actually,
no, you don't.
You think this is all for free?
I made you a star. You made her a star.
Oh, Bobby did.
Wait, by the way, Dave's nephew is officially going to college in LA starting this fall.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say moving in with you. I was like, this is a crazy twist.
His nephew is gonna be like in our lives.
How old is he? 18?
Yes.
Is he?
Well, listen.
Is he living in a dorm?
College is for all different ages, okay?
That is true, Esther.
Sometimes you go in when you're 18 and you come out when you're 38. Things happen, guys.
I was in college for 10 years.
Wait, what?
Coke's good in college.
What?
Wait, what school and is he living in the dorms?
He's gonna go to Occidental and he's living in the dorms. And I'm
Occidental.
part of me
Occidental sounds like a Jewish accident, doesn't it?
Occidental is, it's Occidental. It's a good
It's like
school. It's a great
Orthodox
Is it?
accident. Put together.
Great area, Eagle Rock.
Wait,
Is it
also,
Eagle Rock?
Yeah.
I'm burying the lead. His nephew is like really cute.
Oh my God, Esther's gonna start dating her looks age.
No, I'm joking, but I am excited. Like I feel,
It is weird having like a young man in the family. Is that what you mean? Like because you know him when he was like kind of a kid, right?
Yeah.
And then they turn into men. You're like, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
No, totally. Like, but I'm almost like, are we gonna be friends? Like, how do you befriend a teenager?
I mean, we would ask you that. Actually. Why the hell would you ask us that? That's you. You're the one. I don't know, dress like them, act like them.
Wait, side note, should we introduce today's theme?
Yeah, please, because I'm fucking dying in this.
So
Make me a burger, bitch.
I can barely breathe. This feels like a corset on
That's
my
what
body.
I want. That's what I want when I have a burger made for me. I want someone to be like, I feel like I'm dying.
And I just want to add that I needed help from Bryce to put this on.
Why are you sexually assaulting all of our people?
It's not by choice. They hand me this extra small thing to wear, and I can't put it over my body.
Okay?
And they know I've been bulking. I'm in my bulking phase, you guys.
It does look good. When you were doing your little sachet out yesterday, I was like, okay.
we're
Thank you.
we're diner waitresses today.
We are.
There was an incident with Annie's costume, and she's a prisoner.
Yes, I'm the fat one, okay?
You're not.
Wait, can we see at least what you were supposed to get into?
It's, by the way, this was divine intervention. This didn't fit.
I feel like you manifested
Can I just say
it.
what I thought this was going to be? I thought Esther had that fucking cute, you had like the best outfit ever from your
Johnny
show.
Rocket days?
Well,
No, from her TV show.
from Alone Together, but I didn't get to keep that.
Here, Liz. Thank you, Liz.
Can't we put that in our contracts now? Like that we know? Can't
We have no. The writers are striking. Nobody has leverage.
You picketing actually is making me laugh so hard.
I have to pick it after this, probably in this outfit.
Wait, I'm picketing with Jean. Where are you picketing?
I think Netflix.
Okay.
Wait, we should coordinate pickets.
Annie, are we gonna picket or
Trash
what?
Tuesday at the picket lines.
Guys, I can't read. I'm not for the writer's strike, okay? I'm trying to get everyone to stop writing and reading. I want everyone to be like me. This was supposed to be my outfit. It would have been pitted out. These would have been yellow.
By the way, I think you could fit it.
I couldn't.
No, I'm telling you, Esther, she's not wrong. The backs of this barely went over.
You have a petite shoulder thing going on.
It's true. I forget that.
So I'm now the chef in the prison.
Which
okay?
is sort
From
of
Orange in the New Black. Is the New Black?
Yeah, orange inside that black. Orange in the brown. Butt raping
honestly
you all.
stealing the show with the jail costume.
I got this at the Grove. By the way, we missed out not electing the Grove man. We could be having snow everywhere, fake snow.
Oh my God.
People forget it's not about the politics. He made the Grove. Have you guys been to the Grove?
People don't know.
What are we talking about?
Rick
Rick Caruso for mayor of LA.
Rick Caruso for mayor. Bring it back,
Caruso.
baby. Have you been to the mall? I'm telling you, it's heaven, and it's the heaven in all of LA.
Caruso also did Americana, right?
Yes, of course. His malls are amazing, but we can't let mall tycoons take over our country.
And we could have fake snow in July everywhere, and you fucked this up. You yourself did.
Did you not see Back to the Future 2 when Biff takes over the town and it turns everything into a casino and a motorcycle gangs run the city? That's where we'd be headed.
That's not too bad.
I like when you unfold the 3 movies you've seen. It is like, it's like.
And then in Sunset Boulevard, there was no talk. She wanted no talking pictures, which would be good for you since there's no writers.
Thank you.
You don't have to read.
No talking pictures like films?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I was like, talking pictures. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? I'm like, I gotta read more. This is crazy.
So we are not standing Rick Caruso for leadership.
Well,
it's also.
I say we go. I say we go Back to the Future. Okay, I'm gonna fuck my dad or whatever happens in it.
No.
Doesn't like someone bang their mom?
He's attracted. No.
You don't want to bang your mom because you sense, and we'll edit it out.
We're talking about.
We'll edit it out.
Now we're going back to episode 1 where his mom has a crush on him.
Are they called
that's the
episodes or
one.
volumes?
They're not called episodes. I know that. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Well,
oh my God, you're bombing at this writer's strike.
Oh my God,
is it television or movies? Is it television?
Back in time. By the way, there is a Back to the Future musical coming to Broadway, which I'm very excited about.
Are you gonna cry?
Yes, I will cry. I only cry at musicals.
When Biff leans in to make out this.
I have a question. Why do you think that only Asians have enough balls to put a parent fucking their own child into a storyline?
You keep
like Back to the
spoiling this movie for me, and you keep spoiling this movie for me.
Also, that's very disrespectful to our new hire, Liz, who is Asian.
You did not ask her if she identifies as Asian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We've been down here before.
I actually just assumed that. Wait, Liz, what is your ethnic heritage?
I'm Vietnamese.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So basically, like, you guys have all seen Old Boy, right?
I haven't seen it because you've spoiled it for me.
Oh my God.
And then I forget.
And it's only been out for 25 years.
Is that 25 years old?
It's like 20 years old. Old Boy is like it's pretty old by now.
I'll say this, and again, absolutely no disrespect is meant. This is my anti-racism stance with my hand.
Uh-oh. Get ready, TikTok.
20 years.
The things that Asians will do in porn, they do take it further than the white folk.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
They really go, I see what you guys are doing. I like it. But it's a lot.
So is that your category on Pornhub?
No, but there's certain things that they'll do that I think is kind of cool.
Like? I want to know. I'll tell you what I like.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I look for in my category, occasionally. Lately, it's just been...
Occasionally?
Occasionally.
Oh, that was pretty Annie. Careful.
Rubbing
it's
off
the pun.
on me.
It's the pun couch.
Get me off.
It's when 8 Japanese men, 1 girl, and they're using 20 types of different contraptions on her, and she's like she can't stand that she's coming so much, but she is also not like it's a whole thing.
I know what you
but
mean.
But they're just one-upping each contraption.
I know what you mean.
And she's like, like this.
Can I make a suggestion of why I think you like this?
Wait, Liz just resigned.
No, she agreed. I saw her agreeing. I will tell you, listen.
What?
I think I have a theory behind this because I also like stuff like that because I think it's, they're really coming. It's not fake coming. They can't stop. They're like, it's like hurting them. They're coming so much.
Can the record show my face at this? And no disrespect to your king.
No, when we're talking about porn, no, we cannot show you. She's trying to put in AI porn. Look at her.
No, don't do that. But you lost me at contraption.
I'm talking about, first you start with a small little rabbit, then onto the bigger thing, then onto the thing with some other things attached to it. And it just gets cooler and cooler and more.
Cooler for who?
I mean, to look at.
Hotter for someone.
But so that's not what you're talking about when you're looking at Asian porn?
No, and I'm like in porn,
can I guess? Are you into hentai? You like when octopuses...
No! Stop guessing, okay? That's your last guess.
I know what her least favorite thing is.
What?
Nipple clamps.
I am so nipple sensitive that and yes, that's correct. But I think porn should be about the human body. No octopus, no, chains. Let's touch skin to skin, baby.
I'm not comfortable. HR. I'm not comfortable.
Wait, can we go back to the Future for a second? Because
it's the one movie you've seen?
Yes.
We can.
Do you guys know the scene where Biff is basically trying to sexually assault Lorraine and they're in the car and he's like, come on. It's a very iconic, assaulty, rapey scene.
That's your favorite porn?
No. Whenever Dave is trying to get Donut to cuddle or kiss him, I always see Biff and Lorraine. It's so sad.
It is. Forcing a dog to love you is a really weak, sad moment. And we've all been there, right?
We're all there, right?
Randy squiggly. I'm your. We always go. You're our toy. You're our toy. He's so floppy. He very rarely resists.
Wait, while we're talking about dogs, I really need to just ask. All of us kind of feel there's no way we could love a human baby more than we love our dog, right?
I can't believe every day the capacity I have to love my dog. The courage it takes to get out of bed in the morning while I'm cuddling my dog. I can't believe I do it.
I
can't believe I do it. But people always say they have kids and then they don't love their dog as much. Is that true, Pete?
I don't have a dog.
You don't have a dog?
No, I have
a psychopath.
We're his dogs.
Jacob is very offended. But you didn't like get together with your wife and get a dog?
They like got to mating
No
real
dog.
fast.
Too much work. I have
Fertile.
2 kids. Too much work.
Don't stop saying two so much.
Liz,
Too much.
Liz, do you have kids?
I don't have kids. No.
Do you have dogs?
My family has dogs, but they're not technically mine. Yeah.
You don't relate to this conversation. She's like kind of disgusted. She's
Wait,
Your
what-
heart is open.
What does 222 mean?
It means like alignment, and I put it in the center of me because like a line, and it's like an angel number, so it shows like oh.
And Pete just said 2 a million times.
yeah.
Oh my God, were you reading her necklace?
God.
He-
I don't know. That was weird.
Dogs are too much. I have 2 kids.
Khalyla, do you feel like you could love a human baby more than you love your dog? There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way. Maybe equally.
I think we're all just not moms. And I think that when we're moms, we'll definitely love our
Because
babies
I
more than
talked
our
to-
dogs. Like 100%. I'm sorry.
I
That
think
makes me want to not have a baby. I don't want to love Donut less.
Wait,
Well,
no, that's
look.
not true because I talked to Ethan Klein and Ela Klein about this, and I was like, do you, because they were obsessed with their dogs before children, and they said they are equally obsessed with their dogs today. So that gives me hope.
That
mean,
they're
I
bad
guess-
parents.
I guess ideally you have the situation where your dog loves your baby and wants to cuddle with it. That I think is the one you want. You know, there's like
Those are cute.
those videos and they're just like,
yeah.
oh my God. It's like, you don't want the dog that's jealous of your baby and to like swat your own dog.
What about the baby that's jealous of the dog? I have seen this. I once went to this guy I was working with his house.
How old do you think babies can be? 35?
And this little like toddler boy, and they had the cutest dog, and oh, she was so cute. I loved her so much. And I was like, oh my God, to the kid, like, don't you love your dog? And he just like, he like made a face and like walked away, and then like went like this, and then his dad was like, yeah, he's kind of jealous of the dog. And I was like, what the
Okay,
what's
so
wrong with you?
I dated a boy back. This is one of my potential brothers, maybe. But he,
Wait, whoa.
Welcome to the show.
It's officially started.
but
There's
this
a
was
motherfucker here.
this was the boy I told
We have
you.
our own brother.
The reason, like, I couldn't have gone to an abortion clinic faster because he basically, like, I went to his home and I saw that he had his dog chained up, like, and it was his grandma's dog
It wasn't
all
'cause
day
he was
long.
Your brother?
It wasn't. It couldn't. I was like, there's no. That's also what made me think he cannot be my brother because I think genetically, like, we cannot be the same person because I love dogs. Everyone in my family loves dogs. I'm like, I don't think we're related because
Right.
clearly you don't like dogs. But he did tell me that he has a deep resentment for dogs because his dad used to breed German Shepherds. So there was always 12 to 15 German Shepherds.
German Shepherds
And-
are so great though. They're such
And
good
yeah, but
temperament.
his dad was so obsessed with him and he was a neglectful father to this guy,
Okay.
but was so just hyper focused on his dogs. And so he was like, when I look at dogs, I look at like competition.
I have a
I say
question.
competition.
That's a fair origin
Yeah.
story.
I have a question about, you have the like bad guy uncle, right?
The
Or was
murderer,
it
yeah.
uncle? Oh, did he like animals? Was he like one of those murderers that like loved animals but killed people?
I haven't actually seen him. You know, he's a pretty good animal caretaker. Yeah.
You're like, listen, we've got a dog sitter. He's on house arrest. He's got to walk. He's got to let the dogs out. He's not gonna be able to walk them.
You know what's so funny? Out of all of my uncles, this is the uncle I feel like you guys would get along the most.
I
But
listen.
he is
He's
a
been through some
murderer.
shit. Hello. Look at me.
No, I really like. He's such a
I
great
cook for
time.
him.
And also, like, when he is loyal to you, like, he'll kill anyone for you.
Did he murder
It's a good
like
feeling.
mob style, like gang style? or
He
what?
killed his own brother in broad daylight using
So
a
your other
machete to
uncle?
sever his vertebrae. Yeah.
Wait, why?
It was like a money dispute in the family, but then,
What? Jules is about to fuck you up.
he turned himself in eventually. He's like, arrest me now or else I'm going to kill my sister as well, which is not my mom, another.
This is Khalyla saying she wants us dead. She's like, you'd love hanging out. Why don't you hang out with him? Just one machete, 3 people. Have fun.
I'd love to introduce you.
But he has some really cool prison stories because prison in the Philippines is not the same.
Obviously, they let you out.
But
Doing great.
he served like 20 years, which is probably not enough.
I'm so
but,
like, I would feel like.
but you know, I
it's
still
weird when
send
you
him
kill someone,
money.
You just get to like come out again.
I still send him money, you guys. Like, I fully support his family.
What if
I don't like that. That means we're sort of supporting him too.
no? But you
He's
know
just buying
what?
blocks to sharpen
People
his machete.
deserve forgiveness, and we need to. Kim Kardashian says we need to have a path towards life after prison or something.
I'm so excited for Esther to go through her going to law school phase with the Kardashians.
Wait, nursing school's out the door. It's law school now.
Nursing school was was a made up
Pipe dream.
a made up lie dream.
You know, when you've been stewing on a health problem for a while,
And Khalyla's not available.
and I'm not available, and your group chat, your reliable group chat's not available to diagnose you.
Yeah, and also it was a mistake to go to that because everyone you know is an idiot and not a doctor.
Well, back in the day, we didn't really have options, but now we have ZocDoc.
ZocDoc is everything. I love ZocDoc. ZocDoc is my favorite. One of my favorite sponsors. I used it I had a toothache. I got a dentist by 11 a.m. the next day that took my insurance. It was an awesome dentist. I knew it was going to be good because of the reviews. I walked in. It was like the best place in the world. And then I did it with my neurologist too. It's like the coolest. The best.
Love ZocDoc. ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them and treat almost every condition under the sun. You need a dermatologist? They're there. You need an oncologist? They're there. Everybody's on there.
And there's no more doctor roulette or scouring the internet for questionable reviews. With ZocDoc, you have a trusted guide to connect you to your favorite doctor that you just haven't met yet.
Book an appointment with a few taps in their app and start feeling better faster with ZocDoc. With ZocDoc, there are no alarms and no surprises. Choose from thousands of patient-reviewed doctors and specialists, browse doctor profiles, upload and verify your insurance information, and get the care you need.
Go to ZocDoc.com/trash and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/trash. ZocDoc.com/trash.
Whether you're new to cannabis or an old pro, there's no denying that many of the products on the market seem iffy at best. And when you want to relax, iffy is the last way you want to feel. Mood puts an end to guessing games. It's 100% federally legal Delta-8 and Delta-9 THC. You can have shipped straight to you.
No doctors, no waiting, just affordable legal THC. And for a time, Mood is giving our listeners free Delta-9 gummies and 20% off your first order. Visit HelloMood.com and use our code TRASHTuesday.
And what I love about Mood is that they have different strains for specific moods. So, for example, if I want to seize the day, they have an energized strain. If I want to get in the zone because I have work to do, they have a focus strain. Other moods are creative. They have a euphoric, erotic. They have a sleepy one.
Chill, body soother, which has been coming through from you lately.
Do you do erotic and chill at the same time?
How'd you? I thought you'd never ask. Are you ready for a good time without the guesswork? Order your THC products from Mood today, and for 20% off your first order and free gummies, go to HelloMood.com and use promo code TRASHTuesday. That's HelloMood.com, promo code TRASHTuesday for 20% off your order and free gummies. Like, I've talked to people who've been on reality TV, and it's like the way they edit you may not be the truth.
Is this you trying to pretend like you talked to the Kardashians?
Yeah, I was talking to Kim this morning on my way to work.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, Chris really does weird stuff with the edit. Yeah, no, you don't
know how much Kendall loves me.
I would never sign up for a reality show strictly for that, like being edited a certain way.
Yeah, you have to you really have to surrender to.
Yeah, but we have a friend, Jenna, who was on a reality show as a teenager.
What was she on?
Just Endurance. It was
for children.
A Survivor for on Discovery Kids.
Told me that's so amazing.
And you know what?
And she probably crushed on it.
She did crush, and she was so immune to any of the drama. She says that the producers would keep asking her about other people and stuff. Like, she kind of proved there's a way to game it where you just, I mean, I guess you make for a not that exciting participant.
Yeah, as a watcher of reality TV, I'm very upset with
Yeah, no, I
kind of just play in.
But she just was I don't know, she just didn't give them what they wanted.
I've been befriending a lot of the reality stars I'm fans of, and they forgive each other so fast. It's kind of amazing. They talk
on
so
the
much shit
show
on each other
or after.
Off the show. They're not it's they kind of have a clean slate for the challenge. They kind of clean slated each season.
Is it because they know that, hey, the cameras are on, we're supposed to be, a heightened version of ourselves?
I think it's that. I also think that they're all athletes on this one show, so they're so competitive that way that's what they care about is who can beat each other physically. And
so it's at the end of you like a MMA fight, how they can talk shit, promote the
Yeah.
fight, and then afterwards they hug it out after just beating the shit out of each other.
Basically,
for 5
sometimes
rounds.
they have like, sometimes they hold grudges and stuff, but it also has been going on for like over 20 years, and they have been, their whole lives have been reality TV. Basically.
I would also guess there's probably some sort of a like maybe trauma bond or maybe just bond from like being on the show together.
Yeah.
That afterwards it's like, yeah, maybe you were just competitive with this person, but you have so much more in common with them than like anyone else
Yeah.
who might as well. I remember once someone was telling me this, like about going to New York as a comedian, and like a friend of mine said like he went to New York to do stand-up, and he would run into people he knew from the LA comedy scene but wasn't that close with. But like when you see them in New York, you're like, oh my God, it's so good to see. Like it heightens the bond or whatever.
That's how I felt when I came to LA. I was close with Nate Bargatze in New York, but when we saw each other like across the room at the Hollywood Improv, we were just like, there's a different level of like New York shit talking that LA didn't have at that time for me. And we just got together and it was like, bah, 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 like just so fun, just on the phone all the time, like just meeting each other, just like had that bond. I have not talked to him in a while. Congratulations, Nate.
I watched his last special.
Oh, he's
recently.
the funniest.
It's so good.
He's so funny. You know what's frustrating about being friends with him? You'll go do sets with him and stuff, or you'll be like hanging out with him and it's like, oh, you should do a bit. And it's like, yeah, but you saying something that I just said on stage would be so funny. Do you know what I mean? Like he just has like such a way of naturally speaking in jokes.
If you want to know how far he's come in his career, I did Comics Unleashed with him. And so, yeah, that was not a highlight.
Did you come
for
in with a leash?
Not a highlight for anyone.
Comics Unleashed is so funny.
Did I tell you guys that I ran into an ex, not Bobby, looking my absolute fucking worst?
I think that's good for you.
And you know what? You're not wrong.
It's good for you.
I had a sweat mustache. I had just woken up. I was stumbling over to like a nearby like grocery store. I was crusty. I hadn't brushed my hair. Like it was like, think about like when you walk out and you're like, I hope to God no one sees me this way because I'm taking a chance. I'm going out into the wild looking at the worst I've ever looked. Like, please God, don't strike me down. And he struck me down.
Baby.
He struck me down. And all I heard was, hey, Khalyla. And I just kept walking. I just kept walking. And then he caught up to me. And by the time, like, it honestly is not a great feeling. But you're right. I did grow from that.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. I was like just sweating everywhere. And I was like, I'm so sorry you like had to see me like this. Like,
oh no,
really,
you said it?
Yeah, it was really bad.
The worst is when you gain weight and you meet someone, you see your ex-boyfriend, like, it's been crazy. Pandemic, right? Like you're like,
you know, I did that once with my high school ex. This was the last time I saw him, and it was right after college.
Is that why he locked you out? He's like, I don't want her eating all of my Rice Krispie treats.
And I had, as everyone who knows me knows, I put on a lot of weight my freshman year of college.
New Girl, was that when you were on New Girl?
Very soon
she was a new girl.
And I remember saw him. I literally told the classic lie. I can't believe I did.
Thyroid problem?
No, I said
Pregnant?
it's for a role. I said, yeah, I'm putting on weight for a part. I really did that.
You should have taken that one to the grave. That's an embarrassing. That's worse than the check mark.
I was 18. We like
no, of course.
And did he ask what role? What if he had asked what role?
He didn't, and that's.
You could have been like this role and then run off.
You probably would have been like, oh, I can't talk about it right now.
I don't know. I would have just said like an original play. I was in the theater program, so I was like, there's still some reality there.
You're forever in the theater program, by the way.
Thank you.
Sometimes I forget, and then I'm like, how could I forget?
Wow, that is such a life hack. I mean, it wouldn't have worked for me because what am I going to say? Like,
I'm doing a themed podcast. We have to gain weight for one episode.
I'm getting into character for something. Like, what it was.
Well,
thyroid.
By the way,
I have Lyme. I have an autoimmune.
The real fucking cool thing to do is not have any excuse and just be so confident. Be like, in your head, you're like, yeah, I look like shit. I don't care. I'm beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm
you would think, but if you're caught off guard, you don't have like I'm not present in the moment. I don't have like the right tools in that moment.
Correct.
So the sweat mustache it is, you know?
You know how like the writers are on strike? Do you think that there could be a version of it where women go on strike and we just all vow to not have sex with a man like until our demands are met?
What are our demands?
That I don't know.
And there's no way we would all agree on our demands.
Yeah, the demands wouldn't be a universal thing.
This has to be something. This has to be a solo picketing. This is a
solo picket.
A picketing for one.
You guys won't join me in the refusal.
I'm not fighting for you to get something weird. It's gonna be something so weird.
So you're all about withholding sex unless
I want a penthouse.
No, I'm not all about that. It was just a crazy idea from the strike. No, withholding sex is not
healthy.
It's not okay. I don't. That's
not
like
even in that outfit.
Or using it as a way to get someone to do something is
not allowed.
It's the beginning of the end.
I think so, for sure.
Speaking of, it has nothing to do with this, but before when your ringtone was going off, I wanted to ask you guys, because I lose my phone. That's why I was asking how messy you guys are. I lose my phone in my own filth all the time. Like it's gone. I walk in, it's gone.
I like picturing it caked on to filth. Like
it's on me the whole time. Yes, it's a barnacle. I have to use my watch because I'm like I can't.
Possibly my least favorite word in the world
Barnacle?
is barnacle.
Do you know
It's
that
weird to be one and also hate the word?
Esther, can I tell you something? A fun fact about barnacles.
I guess
they look cute in baby blue.
A fun fact I learned in marine biology class about barnacles
Who goes to marine biology class?
with Dr. Gago. It changed my life.
And
who offers that? Where does that offer?
Dr. Gago was the greatest.
Gago?
Gago.
Is that a cute way of saying goggles?
You know, Gago
It's like
actually
a
means
cartoon
crazy.
show
And
is that the male version of Lady Gaga? Mr.
He is kind of
Gago.
He
hot.
just shows his like underwear.
You know, Dr. Gago was hot, and he had a Spanish accent as well. Anyways, the fun thing I learned about barnacles is that if we were to find a solution for so that boats no longer have like if there was a way to shave off barnacles from boats, if there was a chemical that we could come up with, we would all be billionaires. Like billionaires.
Oh, that's like the main problem.
Yeah, because it causes a lot of like wreaks a lot of havoc with like big ships.
Yeah.
And
how many billionaires are so thirsty to come up with some kind of a toxic chemical to make them more money, but to hurt the oceans to prevent? That's like that. Like Jeff Bezos is going to be all over that.
Why can't we
shouldn't
say
have given
female
him the
billionaires?
tip.
Can we give some evil ladies some credit?
We should. Who?
There's female school shooters now. I mean, not school shooters. They age into it. But there's women doing crazy things, driving into protests. Come on.
Really?
Women could be crazy too. Yes.
yeah, Snapped is like my favorite show ever.
I do want to say that I'm actually going to I have to go back on something I just said. Because I do know stuff about barnacles too. Because I went
know
to a
you
marine
do.
biology thing in Hawaii. I went to the Marine
Thank
Mammal
you.
Lab. Yes. Okay.
Esther, FOMO much? We know about barnacles.
Honestly,
That's why we can handle.
I think I'm okay.
So a good thing that barnacles do is it helps you track the population of whales in the Hawaiian Sea.
Very
Because
good.
they have a lot of
Because they take pictures, they go on these like whale watching
yeah,
things and they take pictures of their flukes.
yeah.
And then people like me paid to go to this thing and I would just sift through all these. You'd have like a year, like it would be like 1970 and then you'd have 1983 or something. And you would go through all of those and see if you had any matching ones. And if you had a match, they could like tell that on that year they had that. Or I guess.
Oh, I love that. So you can even maybe age them.
It
or
would
just
be,
identify
that's
them.
how they did it. It would be like, because some of them had tags, but most of it was just barnacles and like scars.
Yeah. I wish there was a way we could clean off a lot of barnacles off these
Don't you ever
animals,
do the
too.
cord clearing things? I always do that. Like if you're upset with someone, you like imagine barnacles on like a cord with them and you just clean it off. Do you ever do that?
I love barnacles.
You got to go to YouTube, baby. You can do a lot on YouTube. Like,
You know how like people will tell Chat GPT like explain this to me like I'm dumb. I feel like you just explained it like you're dumb.
for you, you feel like you made me say it.
Wait,
You are a weird chat GPT, honestly.
I'm an AI
You're
bot.
like, I created all of
I have
this.
AI software.
Okay, so this is what I want to say about ringtones. I lose my phone all the time. And so what I started doing is I go, hey Siri, play Who Let the Dogs Out. And then from a pile of clothes, it's like, Who let the dogs out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like the fucking best.
Wait, that's a really.
It's
never
the
thought about
best.
that.
That's smart.
It's the best. But also, I forgot to tell you when the acupuncturist came over,
Oh yeah.
Mantan, isn't his name
Yeah.
Mantan? His name And I love him, by the way. He's incredible.
He did come over though.
Oh,
Okay, good.
Every week.
Okay, good.
I had him over a million
What
times.
did you get done?
He did. He was doing like blood circulation and stuff. Nothing else. I mean, it was like, you just have to wait it out. But he's awesome. And he did a lot of like deep tissue. That actually really helped. That was amazing. Yeah, he was so good. But while he was there, Todd set up our Alexa to say two things. When like something beeps, it goes, "For the love of God, can someone get this?" Which is not that big a deal, right? But then if someone coughs, it's three things. If someone coughs, it goes, "Can you stop coughing? I'm trying to flick my bean." And it kept saying that while he was there. And it was so awkward. I'm like, I can't like say anything. I'm like in pins, like I can't.
Was he coughing?
He was not coughing. I was coughing.
Oh, you were coughing.
I'm like stabbed and things are flowing in weird ways. But, and then it also, when Randy barks, it says, "Randy, you're not cool or tough."
Aww.
You guys are really having, like, you're utilizing Alexa correctly. I feel like I have no fun with my...
Oh, if I could tell you, we're going to have to bleep everything out here.
By the way, I'm also utilizing your Alexa. I'm living inside of it.
Honestly, you are a creep. I'll never forget when you wanted my location. I'll never get over it. How scary is it when one of your weird little friends wants your location? It's for no good.
Did
you at one point share your location?
Never.
I don't think. No, I have it with a lot of people.
She really.
And you don't mind that?
No, I love it.
She wants it.
Then you
She's
can, like,
the one starting
surprise people. Like, I've had so
much fun. I
with
surprised you once and we didn't talk for 3 years.
That's
so unfair.
That was different. That was you hiding in a closet.
You don't like jump scares.
This is more like someone's at a restaurant and I'm like...
Oh, and then you fake that you ran into them? You fake that it was you're like, "Oh my God, I was just here too."
Yeah. No, I've never...
That's a good career move. I know a girl that got really far doing that.
Really?
Yes.
By having location...
Remember my old roommate?
Yes.
She it wasn't location sharing, but she would go through, like, she would meet casting directors and she would like follow them on stuff. And she would like find out their favorite music and like where they're going to be. And she would like show up like listening to it.
Oh, I mean,
and she is surviving. She's thriving.
Strategy.
Wow.
Strategy. It's a
I
little
thought it was nasty, but
it's a little bit wild.
I thought I was crazy for pretending to like Lord of the Rings in high school to get a guy to like me. Like, that is next
Did you actually
level.
watch it?
To bring up Gollum when you were so close to mention him.
It's
in
brave.
high school.
It's bold.
Would you, if someone, because I know that sometimes you get teased. Obviously, you're hot. You're going through your hot girl phase. You're very hot. I'm just teasing you. But we know sometimes you get teased. You get told you look like different characters. Groot. Wasn't Groot or what? Gru or something?
Gru. Oh, yes. Yeah. On TikTok, a lot of teenagers called me Gru.
Would you do a part if it was like you had to be like an ugly guy in it, but it was like a cool part?
If I liked the part,
right.
Yeah, I would.
Like if they were like, we want you to be Gollum's like wife, like the bride of Gollum.
I would do. It's yes. If it was cool, I would. Yeah. If it's like.
Do you know what Gollum looks like?
Yeah.
Bring it up just a reminder.
But also, here's the upside to this.
Gollum is
so
fine.
Cute. Sometimes he's cute,
you know
sometimes
what?
He's not.
He's iconic. You know who he is. That movie came out how many years ago?
That's what I was
still talking about him.
So
you can spin it. She's got that Hollywood spin, baby.
Here's the thing about this, Esther. Your fandom is gonna, like, for the rest of your life, they're gonna be like, that's Gollum's wife.
And you're gonna have to go like, but every time you see them, you're gonna have to go or something, you know.
That would be actually so ideal. I could drop the trying to be pretty act and just lean into who I really am.
But you've established yourself as pretty, so now maybe wear a bald cap or something.
I will say that without hair that's hard.
Didn't you? Oh, you wore a cap on here. I would say that all of us will be disgusting in bald caps, and maybe we should have an episode where we.
I would do that.
Not a full app because we want to.
I can promise you that the organization that supports alopecia will cancel us almost immediately.
Why?
We're going our alopecia.
Everything
theme.
You do.
It's alopecia awareness.
But look at what all we've done for balding awareness with our old technician. Carlos was here.
Oh, you know what I was thinking today too? I was thinking about when you were like, hey guys, like when girls like put their hair up in ponytails, do you think of blowjobs? I was thinking like only when Carlos does it do people think of blowjobs. But I was also thinking about that. Didn't you like ever go like try to like mess with your ex-boyfriend in college. I should probably talk to her because it's more her. And like, I remember my friend Tara and I, we like our ex-boyfriends were both going to be at the same party, and we like were kind of still into them, and it was like, will we get back together?
Oh, that's fun.
And we went in like pigtails, and they might have had girlfriends. That's sad, but we were 18. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think that's just the game you play at that age. But I did want to ask you guys, what is your number one or maybe top 3 breakup songs?
Dancing on My Own by Robin.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
good one.
great one, Esther.
Fuck.
Bulletproof. This time, baby.
LaRue.
Yeah.
But how old is that song?
About 15
It's
years
old.
old.
You haven't been through a breakup for that. You've been dating for 27 years.
That was, oh yes, those are both for a big breakup that happened, whose name rhymes with Inchcliffe.
The fact you had to listen to music. Dancing by, that's so funny to listen to Robin.
Dude, are you kidding? Like having to go to comedy clubs knowing like your ex is there. Like,
And he's so mean. He's so mean to you. He's gonna give you no
I needed
mercy.
to blast Robin Dancing on My Own to exist.
There's this one. Okay, so I'll throw it all the
I
way
know.
back. There's Whitney Houston. Didn't We Almost Have It All? There's the other one. I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. Is it Michael McDonald? And the third one is the Sheena Easton. Almost Over You. Those are my 3 classic
Wait,
ones.
yours
I
are
have
kind
the
of
number one.
sadder.
Really sad, but those
Mine
are the
are-
class. I have
Yours
newer
are like
ones.
getting onto the next.
Uplifting.
You're like, I gotta get Red Band back. I have, okay, Go West. Right? Is that it? Go West.
What is that? the
King of
Pet-
Wishful Thinking. Yeah. I'll pretend. Oh, like, I can't remember.
Oh, also Katy Perry's Circle the Drain.
Circle of Drain,
You
or
fall asleep during
Yeah.
foreplay.
What are the lyrics to King of Wishful Thinking? I don't need to fall at your feet just 'cause you cut me to the bone. It's the best.
I don't know this one.
And wait, and even if the
oh, Katy
talk
Perry,
of
Never
time-
Really Over is a good one.
Um,
That won't see. That's what make me sad. Your breakup choices make me sad.
sad. Yeah.
Never Really Over is a
Wallow.
great one. There's
Oh my
hope
God, I have
there.
the number one.
What is it?
Bonnie Raitt, I Can't Make You Love.
Oh my God, I love Bonnie Raitt. That's a really
That
sad
is the
one.
number one, and every cover anyone's ever done.
God, that's a really sad one. You know what's
We're not. None of us are aligned, or maybe I'm the outsider here.
obviously Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson
Yes.
is like a big one. But my
Oh,
most
Wasn't that about
recent
dads
one,
more?
maybe. I think she had a daddy one.
Wasn't it a daddy one?
But I think SZA's Nobody Gets Me is a great one.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill is a good one.
by SZA, but that one again is still a little sad for me.
But there's a line in SZA's Nobody Gets Me
Which
where
one?
she goes, hurry now, stick it in before the memories start to kick in.
Also, what's our song?
It's like so crude, but also like, I don't know why that line makes sense to
well,
me.
what
What's
about
our American Idol song?
her? Wait, SZA's other
the wheelchair
song.
one.
Annie.
What is it? What is?
Fuck.
It's fun. Why can't we talk about this? It's crazy that happened.
Okay, wait, I think we should talk about it. We have to remember the song first.
But what's the song?
What are you?
I love it. It's like one of my favorite. I can't like. I'm like blanking on words and lyrics.
How can you mention a SZA lyric and it not be "I fuck him 'cause I miss you"?
Okay, that's a good one too, yeah.
What about "This
That's
is
the
my
best
fight
version.
song"? Like, give me some. Let's get
Oh,
over
yeah.
it.
Yes.
like empower, like female power
Yeah.
ballads.
You're
Guys.
gonna hear me.
No, but Annie?
roar.
Great one. When he sang that, I went to the Prince concert. When he sang that, I
It's
bawled my eyes off.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable. You went to a Prince concert?
I did for $25. He kept the tickets so affordable. It was at the Forum, and he did it for like 3 weekends straight, and everyone could go because the tickets were $25
my
bucks.
God.
That's so cool. I saw him once in LA, like when I first moved here. I was at randomly.
Was he shorter or taller than you?
Like, I didn't believe it was Prince because of
Yeah.
how short he was.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like, I was like, are you guys sure? Like, I just didn't understand that like a celebrity could be short. It was like that. It was he,
Every time I've met a celebrity, I feel like I'm like, you're so short.
yeah.
I did see Alexander Skarsgård once, and I was
Me too.
excited about how tall he was.
Me too.
Hot.
Twice.
He is so.
I went with this ugly guy
hot
I
on
was hooking up
Succession
with.
right now,
Oh, I know. It's
Oh, he's on he's on Succession?
and
yeah.
he's killing it.
Before TikTok, when you weren't watching that much TV, what were you doing? with your extra time? Do you like lay and think?
No.
I just watch a lot of TV and you don't. So
I watch movies, like old movies. I rewatch a lot of old movies.
And you like rewatching movies you already know what's going to happen?
Yes. Like I was watching Sunset Boulevard last night. Movies, social media, playtimes, laughs with Dave.
You know, I had a therapy session yesterday, and what I learned about myself is, do you know that when you're intellectualizing your feelings and you're like, okay, I feel this way because it's actually a way to avoid feeling your feelings. I didn't know that I was doing that my whole life.
When you try to find out why you're feeling that.
So like the way I talk about past, right? So like even the way I talk about it on this podcast, where I'm like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm intellectualizing it. And sometimes when I talk to people, when I don't want to, I kind of phrase the way I'm feeling. This is what I wrote. Intellectualizing feelings and talking about my feelings isn't the same as feeling my feelings. It's actually a way to avoid them. So because you're not, it's kind of, I'm explaining to you what is wrong with me, but I'm actually not presently
You're
in
like
the
almost
moment.
disassociating.
Yeah, I'm disassociating.
You're like telling a story about a thing.
Exactly. I'm telling you a story about my feelings. I'm not showing you my feelings.
How is that bad?
It's
because you're not feeling it, you're not processing.
You're not integrated. So what I learned yesterday that I'm not fully integrated, and so
that phase out of your
can I explain to you what she said to me? So basically, it's like you have your fight, flight, freeze, fawn, which is your lizard brain. That's like right here, and then you have your limbic system, which is your middle brain. That's where all of your emotions are, and then the top of your brain is like your neofrontal cortex. That's like higher order thinking.
Is that where my dance moves come from?
Yes, maybe, but that's where you critically think, you're able to assess, you're able to actually, like, the facts are up here.
Okay.
When you're living in these two lower parts of your brain, you're not factual, you're just surviving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I live most of the time. That's why I'm not fully integrated. It's hard for me to like be present in the moment. I can only enjoy things in retrospect where I'm like, that was a really good time. But when I'm in that time, I'm not present.
Because you're not there. You're thinking about another thing.
I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm just sort of getting through the moment. Right?
I definitely relate to this. Like, I know this I'm following.
Yeah. So basically, one of the things I do that I have done in therapy my whole life, even to the point where my therapist is like, oh, Khalyla, if she's not a great therapist, she'd be like, Khalyla's doing well. She understands her feelings. She knows what they are. She knows what her key problems are because I'm able to intellectualize and talk to her about it, but I'm not feeling it.
Almost
I'm
like
not healing.
You're like from afar looking down at your feelings and experiences. Now, is it suffice to say that like, just being present is kind of like what would fix that?
The goal. But to be present, to be fully integrated, like to be like, I am here, I am feeling it all, is a lot of work, and a lot of it I've avoided my whole life.
It's just like course correcting constantly. It's hard.
Exactly.
You have to always like remember when you're...
But it blew my mind because I'm like, I have a full understanding of, complex PTSD. I have a full understanding of what my illness is.
Right.
But I have done almost zero healing. I've just talked about it my whole life, but I'm not feeling, it's EMDR. Yeah. So that's what I just started.
Does it make you cry to do it? You cry during the session?
A lot.
It makes you like emote the...
Very, very. So like they always recommend that you have like a safe person afterwards to go on a walk with and to kind of, because it's a whole reprocessing of your brain, right? And the goal is to not see my EMDR therapist forever. Hopefully as we go on, she's like, okay, I think you're actually at a good spot. We don't have to continue seeing each other. So that's
sorry, that sentence was really triggering.
We're done.
Wait, so do you think you're able to be present now? Are you still working on it?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically all of this to say, I've gotten so much value out of just regular talk therapy because I know what's wrong with me. But I haven't really been able to heal those things because just knowing about it isn't the same as healing it.
And sometimes the why, it's like you're re-digging it up. Like when you're looking for like the why of everything. And it's like I remember seeing this thing on Netflix where, how they do like the Explained series. I don't know if it was that one or whatever, but it was like memory. And there was something on it that was like, basically like your memory is false. Like you just don't remember things correctly. So it's like, you know, we're digging back trying to figure out why we feel this way, why we went there. And it's like, it's not even necessarily the truth of what happened, you know?
Exactly.
Like, or it's been morphed into whatever story we like telling ourselves.
Yeah, but I think that's important too. Like, that's why you reprocess these things. And because I think sometimes the narrative you tell yourself is incorrect and it's causing you a lot of suffering today as an adult. And if you process it a different way, even if you misremember it, you're still reprocessing it and making it so that it no longer hurts you today.
What is an example of reprocessing a memory? Like, is it literally just like you thinking of a traumatic experience and like playing it out going differently, or is this something different than that?
Well, the way I understand EMDR is you have like
the two buzzies.
You can have the thing. It's kind of just like repackaging like a narrative, I think.
Yeah.
And kind of, I don't think it's like walking back into your trauma. I mean, like, I haven't done it long enough. When I did brain spotting, it sure felt like that. And I was really like frightened and scared and I couldn't come off that feeling for a couple of days. But I think when you do it with the right person, it can feel like heavy, but like positive.
I have a question too. Did you go back for more ketamine or did you just do one session?
I did one session and it really did so much. But I think I'm thinking about going maybe like once a year.
Yeah, because do they suggest you go in like a series or is it just a one and done?
No, it's not a one. I mean, the goal, like, again, is to, especially for people who are like at the end of their rope, they're having a lot of like deep like suicidal thoughts. Those are the people who have, from what I understand, like go like even like once a week. And then the goal is then it's twice a month and then it's once a month and then hopefully like never again.
Yeah. And do you feel like you had such an impactful time that you just didn't want to go back right away? You want to try something else?
I still feel like I'm feeling like pretty positive about it. But I would like to maybe go again this year to like kind of reinforce because it kind of just wiped a lot of my anxiety. But anyways, my point in all this is knowing what's wrong with you doesn't mean, you know, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot more work. And I think I've just avoided that work because I'm like, well, I know what's wrong with me.
Right. That makes sense. It does make sense that to think like, I know the problem, so I know it. And so it's fine. But like, yeah, the actual healing part is more tricky, I would assume.
Yeah. And especially for like people like you and I with like more complex PTSD. Like, I think what happens is that, like, we know the story so well because we tell it in jest a lot. Like, we're always like, we repeat it, you know, it's part of our thing. We make it. But it's like, these are things that actually behind the doors like hurts really, us like, horribly.
I found like a lot. Like, I do a little bit of a joke and stuff on stage about stuff.
Yeah.
And I like talking about it to like help people, but it is like...
When I tell you about like getting diddled, like Annie and I, like every week, right?
Yeah.
Like I really want the audience to know that
we get diddled every week though, so
I don't find that it's not disposable information that no longer hurts us. It's just that in that moment we're telling you this is what happened, we're intellectualizing it. But I can promise you that like when I hit those topics with a therapist, I am inconsolable. Yeah. I cannot breathe. Yeah. I vomit. Because I am just telling you what happened to me, and I've been so trained in, you know, like making light of it, but
to almost disassociate.
It's dissociating. I'm avoiding the feeling.
Oh, when someone validates your like circumstance of what happened to you, I was talking to a therapist.
Oh my God, it's over.
I'm like, how am I crying again about this? It's so crazy because
that's
it's
exactly
so intense. It's such an intense thing to have happen to you. And then I think the reason we talk about it so much is not just PTSD or whatever. It is definitely also to find like a funny angle to it and like make it lighter, which it doesn't always do. But I think it's because it's something that is so taboo and we weren't supposed to talk about, you know, we're supposed to keep a secret. I think it's like kind of taking back the night to just keep talking about it.
I agree with that, even though I don't have that experience, but I know I've said this before. Thank you.
Stay little.
But like one of the reasons...
Stay little, get diddled.
Like I was reading this is so cheesy, but I was reading this book called Start With Your Why, and it's about like when you do something, you have to really, anyone who does something and they're good at it, they have a why. They have a reason why they're doing it. And reading that book, I was like, oh my God, I know exactly so easily what my why is for Trash Tuesday. It's like we're 3 women who get together and like talk about traumatic, bad things, but like in a, like what you were saying, just like owning it and taking the shame away from it, being vulnerable. And I, even though it hurts me so much to hear that like these things cause you pain, like I still, I don't know, like I am proud of what this podcast does, because I mean, how many people do you meet on the road that are like, I was molested too, and like they find so much comfort?
Chosen ones, what's up? I'm making us earrings. We're gonna have earrings on the road.
Like, is that still okay that that's like something that I'm proud of, and that like like
Yeah.
okay.
I think it's just always important when we are talking about all of these things that we're forward moving in our healing, and we're, you know.
Yeah. And I think
know,
that
like a
that
good
never
step.
ends.
Yeah.
If you're constantly talking about it, and if it's something that's hurting you, but you're not addressing it in your real life, like that's a little bit concerning.
But I do think it's like the people come up and they're like, I never, and it'll be like a lot of older women. Like I love when people come with their moms and stuff. It's the best. And they'll just be like, you know, I just never knew I could talk about this. So it's awesome. It's,
Or even our boy slugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that gave me the chills. People saying too, I never knew I could talk about this. Like that, I could cry. Like that is, I'm like so mad that so many people have to like stuff things down and feel shame.
I know, and it's so sad when it's like, cash your card. Shirt or not, bitch. Come on, TikTok. There's a lot of molested people in this line. So many people I want to make shirts that say like, or like, where on the shirt was I touched? And I sign like the part that were diddled.
And also for those of you at home who weren't molested, I got you. Those of us that
Come to our meet and greet, she'll molest you.
we survived.
Molest each other.
We survived not being molested, which was also hard.
I know. I'm so sorry this happened to you.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
This is a weird topic, and I kind of almost don't want to bring it up because I think should be a bigger conversation. We'll talk more about it next week or whatever. But like, there's a lot of feminists that are like anti-birth control, like the birth control pill, which seems crazy because the birth control pill is like what gave women freedom, and it was a huge part of like the women's liberation movement. Like finally we could have sex and not be scared of a pregnancy. But there are people who say that the reason like choking in sex and like basically we're trying to introduce a level of danger that has been taken away by the pill. So when
Wait, did you say choking insects?
Yes, choking. No, not insects. Insects.
Oh, during sex.
Yeah.
I was like, are you just choking insects?
Khalyla, no.
I was like, I never even thought about it. Oh, my childhood could have been so much different.
Annie's looking off to that.
I just can't believe she didn't hear incest. I was like, you didn't hear incest?
Oh, you heard incest?
Wait, I'm telling you guys, please follow me. This is so blowing my mind. Like,
I will not follow you.
follow me back.
I will never follow
Okay,
you.
so
So basically, like, sex was hot and like dangerous because you might get the girl pregnant. And you might get pregnant, and it's like, and that made it hot, right? But then with birth control, that's gone. So there's this theory that like that is why now there's like choking, and you're like introducing new elements of danger. Because that is gone. And it's just, I'm kind of like, that seems real.
Or is this like a smart feminist spin on the fact that they are taking away all of this stuff from us? How do we make it seem like this is a good thing?
Fuck.
This is already happening.
I'm trying to see if I believe that choking exists because we're trying to up the danger, or if there's true science behind like erotic asphyxiation.
I guess there must be. I'm too scared
because men
to
do it
Google
too, right?
that.
They choke themselves, and certain men do like being,
But do you feel like, okay, because I've had choky situations. It's not the actual choking.
It's
like,
not.
It's like rapey feelings.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I like that the air is not going.
Yeah, it doesn't make me come harder, but I know for some men, maybe it does. I don't.
You're saying it's just the hand on your. Yeah. That's what I always assumed.
But the guys that are like hanging themselves and like it's obviously like the oxygen
no,
for them.
So I assumed what you're saying, but I do think that it is actually true that there is like women like to be choked because of the asphyxiation part.
The oxygen part.
Yeah, I've been choked pretty bad. And like almost to like
could have guessed.
Passed out.
We could have guessed that one.
Didn't make my cum better. It kind of put me in my head of, oh, am I gonna die?
Oh my god, I slept through it.
I just looked down at a wet spot, like I guess I came. Yeah, but I do understand what you're saying about the birth control pill. It's kind of the same idea as like one of my friends, her husband recently had a vasectomy. And I was like, well, is sex still exciting, equally as exciting as hot, knowing that there isn't like there's not a danger for having like another kid again because his chamber is empty, right? And she was like, to be determined, I will report back. Like, so after men get a vasectomy, like even in my most like feminist ideas, there is something there that kind of makes me feel like, oh, like you couldn't possibly get me pregnant like anymore. There is a part of me that does consider that.
That I'm like, I feel like we don't realize it, but that does add this like subconscious like hotness to sex.
But do you think that's why when women are older and not as fertile, they're not as into sex because there's no getting pregnant?
But I don't know, but fucking I don't like saying this, but that's why like men are biologically attracted to younger women because they're more fertile, which I hate, and we're gonna change that somehow.
What, by looking like a kid forever? By freezing at this weird age looking.
So is that the running theory then?
What?
By certain feminists.
That's one thing I saw and it fucking checked out properly for me.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's
because
interesting thought.
It is that like, yeah, I think I haven't thought about it in so long because I haven't been like so afraid of a pregnancy in so long. But then recently I had unprotected SEX and thought there was a chance I could be preggo and I wasn't. And
they were like, I got a directed to get some free birth.
I got to get the word out there. No, I don't know.
I got to go deep. I got to get invested.
I don't know. It's just like, it's hot to be scared of getting pregnant. I'll say that.
It's youthful.
But you're right. There is that element that's super hot about.
Do you feel like upset that you can't impregnate her?
We can try.
It's not hot anymore.
It's so weird that you think I don't have sperm. Like, that's weird.
I know you look like a sperm.
You know what? I would allow it if you took someone's like
a Khalyla Esther baby
and then turkey basted me with it. Or you could just like finger the inseminate.
How do you guys think you would parent a kid together?
I'd be a single mom.
Yeah, I don't think I would be.
That's why Esther wasn't pregnant. Like, the mother, the built-in mother, the Asian mother.
Such a guy. Like I totally see a caregiver, and that's why I'm attracted to you.
Yes.
It probably like has nothing to do with
freedom too, guys.
I know. We do too. We do too.
I want to be a dad. I'm going to bring my bit back about how much I would be a dad.
You have like really
I would
cool
love to be
energy.
a dad. Oh my God.
No, it's not fair. It's crazy.
It seems incredible.
The men in our business can have a kid without getting pregnant.
Career,
you guys, there's this anime called The Way of the House Husband, and you just start having Dave and Todd watch it. It's like this
I think Todd might have written it. Todd, that's why Todd picked it.
But yeah, it's so silly, but it's called The Way of the House Husband, and there's something kind of cute about it.
Is it an Avatar parody?
No, it's just an anime. It's like they're really short, couple minutes long.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, super cute. And he's like so violent, and he's kind of nuts. He's like an ex-criminal, but now he's a house husband.
Wait, see, okay, like. That's hot.
He does look like Todd.
Aww. And on that note, may you stay with all the colors of the wind. We'll see you next week with a brand new episode.
Blood Moon.
Bye, guys.
That's her new name.